Hey guys, what's going on? OGnick here bringing you guys another video, and I apologize from the get-go for not posting any 1.4 gameplays or helping tips or whatnot. I've been really busy with streaming it and just enjoying the game, trying to farm, trying to make really good builds for you guys, and I will continue to do so. I can't guarantee when the next build is going to come out. It probably will be Predator. My Predator build is actually looking really nice so far, and I'm loving it, and I think it's really strong. But yeah, there's that. Anyways, guys, in this video, we will be going over all the tiers, and we will be breaking them down into 4 tiers. The fourth one being gear sets I think are useless. 3 is I think the ones who have some upside, but don't really bring much else to the table besides one piece or two. 2 piece are the ones that I think are really good, and I think you can't go wrong with using at all, and I think are really strong. And tier 1, I think, are the god builds, are the ones that I think are going to be the strongest builds in the game, and are the strongest builds in something that is really, really powerful. Now, let's get into it. Also, I will be telling you guys where the best place to farm is, how to farm, and all that good stuff. Quick tip, you're seeing in the background. Anyways, let's start off. Striker's Battle Gear. Now, Striker's Battle Gear has gotten nerfed, in my opinion. You basically has lost all your critical hit damage on it and replaced it with stability. Now, I have never been a fan of Striker because the 4-piece I think is absolute garbage. Even though technically, like, damage-wise, it can give you the most amount of damage. I don't think it can, because more times than not, you're barely going to fill the bar halfway with the hits, because you're going to be missing, you're going to be wasting time, you're going to kill the enemy before you can get it up that high, in my opinion. I've never liked it. So honestly, guys, I think Striker's Battle Gear is a tier 4. I don't think it has much place. I have heard my one good friend, Aqua, say that it can be really strong. And maybe it will. I hope it does. But to me, for PvP, you're going to be missing too much for it to even be noticeable. I'd rather be running Alpha Bridge or something else if I'm trying to do that. So, no to Striker's Battle Gear tier 4. Path of the Nomad has undergone a lot of changes, you guys don't know. It has gone from a troll build, a troll gear set, you know, the joke of the community, to now being taken seriously and being actually looking like a threat. 2 pieces, 15% health on kill. I just want to say, although it actually, people may seem like that's not a lot, that's a big fucking jump in health on kill. Because with the way they basically diminish health on kill on your gear pieces and how you're not going to get as much, that is a lot. Like, that is a lot of health on kill to get from a 2-piece. 3-piece is basically a constant small heal, which is actually really nice because with the way the 4-piece goes, basically gives you a second life bar every 4 minutes. You're gonna need that constant heal, so you don't have to go down to the point where you have to use your 4-piece every 4 minutes. And also, I think this is really strong to have and nice to have. When you're fighting people, you're gonna get a little heal consistently. It's gonna be a little harder to kill. To me, I would give Path of the Nomad. It's hard to say. Because if you play it right, it can be really strong, but if you play it the way it used to be played, which if it was played at all, it wasn't good, it could be a tier 3. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say it could be a good tier 2. I want to say it's in the middle between 3 and 2, but since I have to choose, I'm probably going to lean towards 2. For the main fact that I think that it can be a really strong build in the right hands. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that too. Like I said, during this video, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll definitely take you guys into consideration and maybe make another update video on this. Make a poll and stuff, and do a community thing. You know, maybe we'll see. Tactician's Authority hasn't changed a whole lot. 2 pieces, 10% skill haste. 3 pieces, 10% skill power. 4-piece, they've changed a little bit, where instead of every 65k damage you're grouped out, you would get a certain amount of skill power back. I don't remember how much. You get, now it's every bullet, you get 0.2%, and you get a max of 30%, and it lasts for about 10 seconds. Personally, I've never ran 4-piece tactician. I've always felt like 4-piece tactician's not worth it. But that's just me. I've always ran 3-piece. But still, even this, you can't go wrong with the tactician's authority. I do want to give it the #1 slot, but my thing is, I feel like there's a build that can do that and more and be the ultimate support role. It's the same one from 1.3. I think we all know it, and I think that's just, it's not going to give you as much skill power, but you're going to get the other ability, which I'm sure you already know. It's Reclaimer. So, but I will give Tactician Authority a tier 2. I think Tactician Authority is really strong. Sentry's Call. Sentry's Call is a nerfed version of 1.3, obviously. Because now you don't have any headshot damage, instead you get accuracy. That's not so bad, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed the 4-piece, so now it's down to about 5%. But it's still very strong. I do think that in like higher level areas and whatnot, you're definitely gonna need one. I'm still mad about the shotgun sentry, but then again, that's not even the issue. With one of the gear sets I'm gonna mention on later. I do think Sentry's Call is strong though. I don't think it's as needed though, since NPCs are easier to kill. So honestly, I'm gonna give Sentry's Call a tier 3. It's strong, but with the new, NPCs and everything, you're not gonna need all that damage. PvP again, it's it's decent. It's good for shotguns, but I will be making a video on how to counter shotgunners, and it's actually really effective. So, final measure. You guys are probably gonna be pissed about this, but final measure. And what I think about it, but like I said, final measure, you got reduced exact damage. So now you have a resilience of 25%. It used to be 50, but they brought it down to 25. Same protection from elites, and the 4-piece bonus. Now you don't have to damage an enemy with a grenade to trigger the grenade back in the void of getting hit with one. And now it'll happen every 4 minutes. So, I mean, not every 4 minutes, every 15 seconds. So, it's a lot faster. It's a good gear set, don't get me wrong. 2-piece is really strong. 3-piece used to be really strong. And the reason I say used to is because with the way this game is and how easy NPCs are, it's not as needed. So, for that reason, honestly, final measure is a tier 3. It's strong, but you can't really rely on the 2-piece entirely. 2-piece, in my opinion, will be tier 2, tier 1. But as a whole for the gear set, which you have to look at, I don't give it that at all. So with that, that's a tier 3. Hunter's Faith. Hunter's Faith, I've been torn on. 2-piece, optimal range. 3-piece, 20% headshot damage. And 4-piece, hitting an enemy with a bullet grants you and your entire group temporary protection. The further the shot, the more protection. Each group's members' protection disappears after getting hit by one hostile bullet. Now, the reason I think this could be extremely strong is not only the headshot damage, which is extremely strong, 20%, but the 4-piece. Now that it works with your whole group, I think that is insane, right? Because now your 3 friends could just sit up fighting like a group of people, and you could just be sitting back with an LMG just spraying from as far as you can and just hitting them and getting your team basically unlimited protection. I haven't done the numbers on it. I will be, because I am trying to make a Hunter's Faith build, and I think it's going to be extremely strong. And I do think Hunter's Faith is going to be one to watch out for. It's like the new Deadeye, except way better, because it helps your whole group. So Hunter's Faith, I'm going to actually give it tier 2. I really do think that 4-piece and 3-piece is going to make it really beyond strong. Lone Star hasn't changed at all, except the damage. The way they rate the damage is now into percentages instead of just a straight damage number, which is better, I think, because it bases off the weapon. But not much to say on Lone Star. It's still kind of poop. Yeah. I'm going to give Lone Star a tier 4. I don't think it's useful at all, personally. But alright. Predator's Mark. One of the strongest builds in the game, in my opinion. One of my favorite builds right now. The tier 2 is 10% reload speed. Tier 3, 8% assault rifle damage and 8% SMG damage, which is really, really good. And 4 pieces stay the same, except it has a less amount of damage. So the new meta, they felt like it was too much. So that's why it's amazing, is the fact that you get SMG damage with it. Like, that is insane. Okay, like, that has buffed it entirely, in my opinion. And the fact that it's just, it counters shotgunners, it helps with NPCs, and even in just regular PvP with anyone, you hit them with 10 shots in a row, they're slowed down, they can't run, and they're panicking. You know, I think Predator's Mark is going to be one of the best gear sets, or is one of the best gear sets in the game currently. And to me, Predator's Mark is a tier 1, the first tier 1 on the list so far, and I think it is extremely strong, and you guys should definitely be making a build for it. I know I am, and I'll be trying to make a maxed out build for you guys. You guys can see how ridiculously strong the build can be. Now, we're going to go on to the new gear set, Banshee. Basically a DZ only gear set. It has 2-piece of 20% Dark Zone currency gained. That's pretty good, considering that their vendors are actually selling good shit now. So that's actually not terrible, but probably not a 2-piece to be running, unless you're running all 4. 3-piece, 10% damage to targets out of cover. That's basically the same buff as the LMGs, except slightly low with the 10%. Really strong, I think. And the 4-piece is when you are rogue, all ammo is completely refilled every 30 seconds. Damage taken from non-rogue players is reduced by 10%. So I will get into that once yeah. While not rogue, damage to rogue players is increased by 10%. No Dark Zone XP or currency loss upon death, so that's a little nice. Now, with the whole thing with the damage plus the damage takeaway, so when you're rogue, you have a 10% damage to targets out of cover from the 3-piece, and you don't take 10% more damage. So if you have a rogue player using Banshee versus a non-rogue, the non-rogue will really only have a 10%. They will match. Because if a rogue player is using it versus a non-rogue, the rogue guy has 10% reduction from non-rogues, so that 10% bonus that people have with 4-piece Banshee while not rogue is lost. So you're really only getting 10%, but they have 10% also. Banshee is one of those sets I think it's really depending on your server. If you're not rogue and you're using it and you're fighting rogues and none of them are using it, you're gonna be strong. That's 20% extra damage for 4 pieces. Combine that with Reckless Savage, like, you're gonna be a strong player. So I think Banshee is gonna be a tier 2 because I feel like under the right circumstances, it could be amazing. The part of me that wanted to put it tier 3 was the fact that it's very situational in terms of who you're playing. But I think it could be really, really strong under the right circumstances. So I'm going to give it a tier 2. Next gear set is Firecrest. You gain 3 incendiary grenades. Now, instead of the bullets, it's grenades. 3-piece, 50% flame turret range, 30% flame turret damage as well. So 50 range, 30 damage. Tier 4, your Firecrest you will do more damage by 15% against targets that are burning. So I think Firecrest again is very situational and can be very powerful because your turret's gonna be really strong and you're getting 15% damage against burning targets. The only issue I have with it is the fact that having a burning target standing still is gonna be tough. You can still aim at them and whatnot, but I feel like getting your target burning in general is going to be pretty tough. If you're by yourself, you're the only one using it. But if you're running a group of 4, or even 2 or 3, you all using, like, flame turrets and fucking, seeker mines, that could be really strong. But I feel like it's a good build. under the right circumstances. So I'm gonna give it a tier 3. I think it can be good and become a tier 2, but with the amount of stuff you have to have going for you, I don't feel like it's gonna be that useful. Next build is going to be Reclaimer. This I think is really strong. You get 50% consumable duration, 3 pieces 50% support station duration, which is actually, I would take that over the healing speed. Even though the healing speed was really nice, it's just with the duration, you're able to be better for like underground or with the directives and shit. 4 pieces stay the same, except now when you use a consumable, it puts everyone else's on cooldown, basically leading everyone to not be able to run 2 to 3 Reclaimers in a build. So I think even though they've done that, and you can't run multiple Reclaimers, I think Reclaimer is still a tier 1 fucking gear set. The reason I think it's a tier 1 gear set is because being able to throw on explosives or fireball or soda, all these other things to help out your squad is going to really be clinical in PvP fights. If you're doing underground stuff, run water, 20% extra damage, that is going to be extremely strong. I think it is one of the best builds in the game. That's why I'm giving it a tier 1 spot. Next one is Alpha Bridge. I think we all know which this is going to be, but 2 pieces, 100% health regen. 3% is 5% weapon damage across the board. I'm not going to lie, Massive kind of messed up on this one. I don't think Alpha Bridge need any more help giving you more damage. So I feel like it's kind of a silly thing to give you more damage. But, hell, I'm not going to complain. More damage. So 4-piece is going to be the same as it was before, in which you get basically 3 to 6 talents, or how many you have unlocked. So you can have brutal, deadly, responsive, competent, self-preserved, and fierce, to say, like an SMG. You can have amazing builds with this, actually, which is leading to the shotgun problem, still leading to the shotgun problem. But, like I said, I'll make another video on how to stop them. But I do think that it is an extremely strong build, and still one of the best builds in the game. That's why, to me, this will also get a tier 1. So, I think that it's one of the most unstoppable builds. It's awesome. Deadeye. We get, for the 2-piece, 40% initial bullet stability, 3-piece, 20% marksman rifle critical hit damage, and 4-piece has stayed the same, except now you must be zoomed in. I've never been a fan of Deadeye, personally, even though I knew it was strong in 1.3. I never liked it, but I did know a lot of people who did like it and were really strong with it. I do think it could be a really good build, but with the way the game is kind of going, it's a PvP only build in my opinion, because for PvE you need that headshot damage. It's really meant for PvP, but between shotguns, predator mark, and the fact that your smart cover is weaker and all this other stuff, I don't know. I feel like there's way more better builds out there. And like I said, it's probably biased. I've never liked it, so I'm gonna give it a tier 4 personally. It's just, I feel like it's a good gear set, but it could be so much better. So that's kind of my my thing on that. So let me know what you guys think, though. These are all the gear sets and me ranking them. If do a quick run through again. Striker's Battle Gear tier 4, Path of the Nomad tier 2, Tactician's Authority tier 2, Sentry's Call tier 3, Final Measures tier 3, Hunter's Faith tier 2, Lone Star tier 4, Predator's Mark tier 1, Banshee tier 2, Firecrest tier 3, Reclaimer tier 1, Alpha Bridge tier 1, and Deadeye tier 4. These are all my tiers. And guys, I did say I was going to say something about where to farm, and I will be doing that right now. The best place to farm that I have found is underground. Underground, you get a shit ton of loot. And when I mean a shit ton, I mean a lot. I walk away from a phase 2, phase 3 with like 30, 40 things, you know, after doing it a couple of times. Like, I go away with so much loot. It is unbelievable. All right, like, it is unbelievable how much gear you get in one run. Okay, you can get like 5, 6 pieces in one phase. You know, it is absolutely insane the amount of gear you get. I went from 4 million credits to 6 million credits, like that. So I'm gonna be opening up a bunch of caches and whatnot. So honestly, guys, do underground. Another good place, it would be maybe incursions if you're trying to look for a specific spot. Like for me, I'll probably be doing clear sky. I believe it's clear sky because I need a holster. I need a predator holster and predator bag personally, and then I can do my build. So it's probably gonna be grinding for too, and I can give you guys my build. So anyways, guys, this is this video. I will be making a bunch more in the future. I will be also making a video on how to counter shotgunners, hopefully coming out tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean Friday. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. I'm happy to be back, and I don't know if I said in the beginning, but I am partnered now with Zoomin.tv, and hopefully we can both work together and make this channel thrive, and make something out of this community that I want to build. What else? In the description, there will be the links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. I stream a lot on Twitch. I am starting to stream a little bit on YouTube, but not entirely yet. This is something I'm kind of trying out. But Twitter, I'm always on. Instagram, I'm on. You know, so if you guys want to check that out, keep up with me, DM me, and all those. My DMs are open, so go ahead and slide right in them. So anyways, guys, I'm TheRealOGnick, and I'm out.